Hi, it's day 2, Cine Expo 2022 in Munich. I'm joined by Erin and Robin from Tiffen. Thanks for coming to talk to us. Well, we've come to talk to you, actually, haven't we? So,
you did.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
did.
Yeah. We made the effort.
Thank you for coming to talk to us. You're welcome.
So, actually, I mean, what are your general impressions of the show? I mean, it's it's busy already.
It's getting busy. Yeah, we love the venue. I think it's very nice and it's very well put together. Everything went smoothly for the build-up. So, from that point of view, very good.
Good, yeah.
I'm very pleased with our stand with the German stand builders. So, yeah.
Excellent, yeah. And was yesterday fairly busy for you?
Reasonable. It's a new show, and also it's a Friday, and there's a lot of people shooting, so they're not going to go out. But
Definitely.
pretty good.
So we just talked briefly before, and you've got some new filters here. Tell me about
We
those.
have. If we look at this first of all, so what we've got are warm diffusion filters. We've done diffusion filters for a very long time, but now we've got warm diffusion filters. So they're a combination of antique suede, which is a pre-existing filter, and our satin filter. I don't know if you're going to get that. Is that going to work for you? Yeah. Okay. So we've got that, and we've got antique pearl, which is pearlescent, also with the antique suede warmth to it, and finally antique black pearl.
Right.
So that's a new range, and they're actually becoming very popular.
Right.
And it's because filters are designed for a look. Every DP wants their look, and this gives them the opportunity to tailor that and be unique.
How do you? I mean, developing these sort of filters. Is it very much responding to DPs with a bit of a wish list?
But it's a bit of both. We have optical technicians who are able to put something together, and then we say we can let the public know we've got this new filter, or for example, we can make filters specifically for DPs.
We have made bespoke filters for DPs. We're specifically like a lock of two different filters, and we combine the two into one for them, and it's a signature lock of a filter. So it could be an ultra contrast filter and a smoke filter combined into one piece of glass, and it'd be their specific lock. So in a way, it helps. It stops having two filters in the matte box, so you haven't got too much glass in front. Cuts back on the reflection, but they're still getting the diffusion that they're looking for, and it's their signature lock. So we make all these. We can make all these to order, as a special order.
I think a good example were the ones for Blade Runner. For 2049, that orange effect, that whole sequence, they were specially developed filters.
It's nice to have an example like that, because that was a incredible effect, actually, wasn't it? You've got quite a lot of other things on the stand as well. It's not just filters, is it?
Tiffen also make Lowell lights. And Lowell lights historically have been location lights, and they've been little stick-up devices. And what we've done is moved away from those tungsten lights into everything LED now, which is obviously where everybody's gone. So we've got a small range here of very diverse lights. We've got the very bright Tota LED, which is extremely powerful and just a general purpose light. And the great advantage is you can run it from a V-lock battery, just leave it out and just stick it up, and that's it. You don't need mains power. The blenders are more specialist. We've got two knobs in the back which individually control the colours of the LEDs. So we can range there. And then this other one is designed as a soft light for, tabletop type work. So if you're doing things for the web and you want tabletop photographs, it's also for home use for consumers or people who are selling things on eBay. Again, it's variable colour and variable brightness, so brightness colour there. And actually, you can put it on a stand, and it makes a very nice soft light for portraiture as well. So it's a multi-purpose thing. And then this one is actually an older light. It's the Reefer light.
I was going to say, that looks familiar. You see those around quite a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of Reefer lights around. But what we've done, because they've always had a big tungsten bubble in them, which is hot and consumes power, we've now got a conversion to LED, which is that, which sits inside. So we just take out the fitting for the existing bulb, drop that in there, and you end up with a nice, let's just do this.
Much more adaptable,
So it just sits in there, and you're not going to burn yourself. It also allows us to have a lighter weight diffuser on the front, because with the glass, the tungsten bubble, we had to have glass threads in it as a safety feature. Now with an LED you don't need that, so it's lighter and it's thinner, so it's easier to use. And again, we've got variable colour and brightness. So it should rejuvenate that market a bit, because there's a lot of these with rental companies.
No, and it's one of those adaptable lights, isn't it? The people have always, because it's so packable as well, people have always liked them, haven't they?
Yeah. Absolutely. It's a way of getting a big soft light, which would ordinarily be quite massive to transport, into basically a thing like a tripod bag.
And that's pretty robust then, the actual lens unit, the bulb unit.
Yeah, I think, honestly, if you were going to bash it around, I'd rather remove it from the holder, because there's a fair amount of weight hanging on it. But this is all a bayonet fitting, which just contacts on the standard 3 contacts.
Excellent.
So what we've got here is a variety of Steadicams, M-series Steadicams, M for modular. So we have here an M1, which is the heavier unit, and actually the older unit, which will take any camera you like, any camera you want to put in. It's very rugged. And then we have the M2, and there's 2 versions of that. This is an M2 with lots of accessories, so you've got a tilt stage on it, you've got a 3-stage post so you can make it long, and also equipped with, we put a small monitor here for low mode, so that you can flick it upside down and go very quickly into low mode. And then this one, which is a lighter weight version of the M2, only because it has the thinner 1.58 post rather than 175, and it has a brand new, unseen before, prototype one-piece base.
Is the first time you've shown it?
First time it's been shown is at this show. I mean, actually, it's a print at the moment. It's a 3D print, but it will be made of aluminium. And all these, of course, are equipped with the Volt self-stabiliser, which, if you're unaware, just holds the level for you all the time. Because if you can imagine that a Steadicam operator spends at least 50% of the time just trying to hold the level, and if you can free his brain and concentration up from that, he's then got a way of being able to frame better. And
so fantastic. And you've had a lot of interest in this, I guess.
Yes, we've been extremely busy with Steadicam, and Steadicam just goes from strength to strength.
It's one of those things that keeps being rejuvenated, isn't it? It hasn't stood still at all, actually, has it?
It's close to the original concept. The thing about the Volt is that there are other devices which you can use to electronically move the camera and hold it level, or that sort of thing. But the original concept of Garrett Brown, the inventor, was that you want control around the centre of the post, because that's the best place for the operator. So if you then take the levelling control, which are these motors, and then a very clever piece of circuitry in the top of the stage, and put that by the post, then you've got the perfect position to be able to operate.
Well, it's fantastic. I mean, thanks for showing us around the stand, and I hope the day 2 is successful for you as well.
Thanks you very much. Thanks for coming over.